Ever had a community resident approach you visibly frustrated saying, "I've been waiting forever to get something fixed"? And they claim they've submitted multiple work orders, made several calls, but still, nothing's happening. And there you are, a board member caught in the middle, wondering what went wrong. We know these situations are common and incredibly stressful for board members like you. Let's talk about something that affects every community: the critical difference between service requests and work orders. First, let's get clear on what we're talking about. Service requests are what residents submit when they want something addressed, like repainting a building or fixing that wobbly fence around the pool. Those requests go to your management company. The management company evaluates them based on your criteria that the board established. This evaluation isn't just about saying yes or no. It's about assessing necessity, budget constraints, and timing. Sometimes what seems urgent to a resident might actually be more cost effective when bundled with other projects of similar work scope. For instance, concrete projects, asphalt repair, repainting a building, peeling paint, deteriorated wood repair. You get the idea. And occasionally what seems like a major issue turns out to be nothing at all, like a wild animal in the attic that's just really wind rattling around up there. So why does this distinction matter between service requests and work orders? Because it's about responsible governance. As community leaders, you don't directly approve each individual work order, at least I hope not. Your job is to set the guidelines and budgets that determine how resident service requests become work orders. When these boundaries get blurry, problems start piling up. Communities can run into issues where certain residents seem to get special treatment, creating perception of favoritism. Conflicts can erupt when expectations aren't properly managed, and unnecessary expenses can pile up when there's no proper system for prioritization. Your management company serves as the professional filter, turning appropriate service requests by residents into actionable work orders based on the parameters that you, the board members, have established for your community. This system protects your community's finances while making sure genuine needs get addressed promptly. The most successful boards maintain clear documentation of their service request policies. They communicate these expectations to residents regularly. That way residents understand it's not just me, the resident on Elm Street, calling up the management company and saying, "I want a wood repair work order." And now I'm going to call next week and I'm going to ask for the same thing. Then I'm going to call the following week and I'm going to ask, when is the vendor going to show up? I've already made 3 requests for this work order. No, you didn't. You made 3 service requests and you keep calling and we keep telling you that your service request is being considered and filtered and reviewed, and your community doesn't just do wood repair work orders when a resident calls. Well, I'm going to go on Google and rate this community and rate the management company 1 star. That's where you as a board member need to step forward. You need to make sure your residents understand you as the board member and the board of directors, owners in the community, just like the residents. You are in charge, not the management company. Management company is not authorized to do work orders anytime a resident calls. That is governed by the board directive, which again, we'll call it a work order protocol. You can call it what you will, but it's very important to define what the management company is authorized to do and what they're not. Gets everybody on the same page. Some management companies are able to figure that stuff out on their own if the board doesn't stand up. But this is what gets management companies and communities in significant trouble and in conflict with one another, is they don't have a policy in place which details how service requests are converted to work orders, and they don't communicate that as a board of directors to their residents, and that causes residents to perceive that they are being ignored. And all that can be avoided. That's what this whole conversation is about in this video. I encourage you to communicate those expectations to your residents regularly, not just one time and assume it's done. Have it featured prominently and keep pushing it out there. Because you remember, you have people moving in, moving out. People will ignore messages that come in, and then when they have their own service request, they'll place it, not recognizing that this is a policy within the community, that the management company is not authorized to do certain kinds of work orders. You can't go have your management company coming out 50 times to do 50 individual concrete projects, 50 times to do 50 individual asphalt projects. Maybe your asphalt's going to be replaced in 3 years, so you're not going to fix it. You're not going to do crack repair. You're not going to do seal coating. Just because a resident doesn't like that their asphalt in their driveway is not a perfect black that they perceive would make their community home look much better, you're going to say, hey, look, we're going to be doing asphalt again in 3 years. We're not doing any service requests for seal coating. Not this year, not next year, not the following year. We're planning to replace things in 3 years. That's our decision as a board, not the management company's call. So here's something practical you can do. At your next board meeting, request a report of all pending service requests from your management company and their status. Review your community's criteria for converting these requests into work orders. Ask yourselves, are these criteria clear? Do they align with budget priorities? Is the process transparent to residents? Remember, effective community management isn't about saying yes to everything. It's about having a systematic approach that balances keeping residents happy while being fiscally responsible. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.